open your eyelids. You've never seen anything like this.
Oh no. It's alive. It crashed into a tree, but nothing $20 couldn't fix. One of the propellers here didn't spin, and that was because of a screw that it was bent by like the tiniest bit. I've had a lot of time to rewatch some old football documentaries and docuseries, including Welcome to Wrexham, which is up there with one of the greatest of all time. And what I was trying to do was recapture that and tell a story of Australian football, more specifically Heidelberg United's ground. There's nothing really flashy going on in this video. I really just wanted to take the drone out and get a few shots. But yeah, enjoy. Yeah, this is it. So many people here today. Kind of making me awkward that I'm holding a camera in the car and talking to it, and me and a guy just made eye contact, which is the worst part of doing this. But the best part, and the most interesting part, which I don't think a lot of people probably know, this ground, it's here because of the 1956 Olympics.
Ticket offices in Melbourne are already crowded with people anxious to get a seat for the Olympic Games, scheduled to open there in November 1956. Construction work at the new stadium is now going ahead in earnest. Cinders are being laid on the new running track, and Movitone's cameras will be here, of course, to record progress at this classic meeting.
This ground was essentially built for the Olympians and the athletes to train and recover and, you know, all that sort of thing. I mean, there's a whole park committed toward it, but it goes deeper than that. Sure, every country wants to host the Olympics, but would Australia have put its hand up if not for the events of the decade before? I don't want to suggest that World War II was the direct cause and reason for this grounds establishment, but it's part of the reason, right? With the war, the 1940 and the 1944 Olympics were postponed. One of those Olympics were to be held in Japan. Those who are familiar with the history of World War II and all that sort of thing know that Japan was on the wrong side of history at the time. But then with the World War over, there was a whole other host of nations who wanted to demonstrate their resilience and economic and cultural post-war recovery. One of those countries being Australia. And so in 1949, Melbourne was voted to host the 1956 Olympics. And with that, a whole village was built to host the Olympians and the athletes. And with that, this park was built, and by the late 70s, Heidelberg had made it its own.